Hey everyone, I'm Lizzie.
I'm Josh. And I'm Joe. We're Halestorm.
And I'm at Popularity.
Can you talk a bit about the artistic growth that you feel you've experienced from the initial creation periods of the album and from that?
Oh wow. I don't know. I think it's definitely taken an evolution. But part of the beauty and also maybe the scary part of putting together your first record that you're going to be promoting to the world and plugging on the road is that there's all this mystery behind it. You have no idea what it's going to do. You have no idea how people are going to take it, what the songs are going to evolve into, what their meanings, how their meanings will be interpreted. And
You said a good one yesterday about the song Innocence.
oh yeah. Apart from what it was originally about, there was this girl yesterday that told me that Innocence, I guess, helped her with her. She's 90 days sober from a crack addiction, and she said to me, she says, when I heard the song Innocence, it empowered me because to her, it was the drug telling her that it was going to take her innocence and that, don't follow me home because I'll take your, and she's like, I've already been down that road, and every time I think about, how nice it would be just to have a fix again. I've been listening to your record a lot. So that, to me, those types of stories really touch us because I don't think anybody really sets out to be like, here, this is, we're going to empower the world. We're going to, we're going to change your life or anything. We're just, we love doing what we do. So the fact that now, after a year and a half of being on the road and hearing so many stories like that, and, how about, some people that are going through a hard time in their relationships and better sorry than safe, help them get out of it or whatever, it's extremely humbling because I don't think, I never thought that the little things that maybe we think are important were important to anybody else. So to me, that I think is the biggest reward and the biggest evolution of this record.
What kind of expectations did you set up going into the album?
Not many.
Yeah, many. It's always been we'll see, like people say, oh, you guys are getting big. We're like, well, we'll see, I've never heard. It's always been, we've known tons of bands that made a record and they get dropped, there's so many ways for bands to fall apart or get thrown to the side, and we're just gonna keep playing music. That's our goal.
Time moves relatively slow for us, and maybe it seems like, hey, we came out of nowhere where in fact we've been a band for over 10 years, maybe it seems like, we're picking up speed, whereas to us it's kind of like, I don't know, just always putting one foot in front of the other, and that's always been the goal. So I think the goal is maybe to have no expectations, and just keep your eyes forward and work at what happens next.
Can you provide some insight into your creative process? What's that like?
Whimsical. I don't know. Creative process. We write a lot, always, gathering ideas. I guess gathering is the best way to
There's a lot of ways. To me, there's two different types of creative things when you're in a band. There's a live show, and then there's your record, which is, and right now we're in the middle of our, going out there and trying to rock every night. You think, oh, what kind of production can we add, or what can we do to change the song a little? And we've been doing that for the last year and a half, and we're getting ready to get back into the writing
full writing mode,
Not that we're going to be in the studio anytime soon.
Yeah,
but,
we're still going to be out on the road.
We just want to be prepared. Once the album cycle is done, we want to be like, let's go to the studio now, we're ready, let's go, and so we're starting to write a lot, and that comes from a bunch of different places. Most of the time it starts with Lizzie. She'll have a song, and we'll kind of help bring it up with her, I'll talk about what direction it could go in or how it could sound, and start trying to make that happen.
It's nice to have band members that you're so close with that, A, they'll tell you if an idea sucks, or B, they'll just, you'll, either sing something for them or play something for them, and they can say, oh, well, this is what it means to me, and then it kind of opens a new window, as in what you could finish, what the twist is in the song or whatever, and helps you finish it. And So that's exciting right now. There's I don't know. It's fun because like we're so engulfed in like the live show. It's been like such a huge part of what we are. So all of our creative, energy has gone into the live show for like the past year and a half, and so it's interesting to then kind of switch gears and be like, oh, maybe we should start collecting some of these new ideas and start finishing them and crudely recording them but yeah, it happens in a bunch of different ways. It'll start with me, or it'll start with a bass line, or something will inspire you, or I mean, this is a rolling circus every day, so any number of times during the day, somebody will say something that you'll be like, that's hilarious, I have to write that down, and then it comes out in a song somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
So.
How do you know when a song is complete?
That is the toughest
I don't
job.
think it's I remember,
That
I
is
think it
the
was Eric
toughest job.
Clapton. He said the song was never complete. He was talking about, I shot the sheriff, I think, back in the day. Never really is. You can, it's always just an interpretation, and you can do, you can take any song and make it mean something totally different
Yeah.
with different music.
For example, our opening song on our record, "It's Not You," is about 7 years old, and we did 3 different versions of that song over the 7 years, and the last version, made it onto this record, and it's so funny because like I listen to it now and I'm like, I probably could have done that a little better, and it's interesting because. I don't know, the songs mean something different to you over time, and maybe what you originally wrote it about, when you were younger, it doesn't necessarily mean the same thing now, and so you could provide new insight. Yeah, so it's never really done. It's more like you have to get it to a point where maybe everyone around you is like, that's a great song, and then you put it down. I don't know.
Once you record it and put on the record, then it's like
You have to almost
1/4.
let it go.
Which is fine. Then you go play it live, and it takes on a different thing, and it starts growing again. But luckily, we write different songs, so we don't have to record it again. Just do it. Well, we do have a live
And then we have
DVD coming out.
DVD that we express ourselves on.
I wanted to throw out a couple song titles and get your initial thoughts, not necessarily what it's about, but just any memories, anything like that. First of all, Familiar, Taste of Poison.
Oh man, okay. This is actually an interesting one for this tour. Originally, it was kind of my take on, it's a realistic way of looking at love, as in, most times two people are, just screwed up enough, that they both belong together, and it's kind of, taking somebody for everything that they're not as well as everything that they are, But it's funny because now, especially on this tour, we're, surrounded by, so many of these bands that have lost somebody, or, the past year, like we lost Ronnie James Dio, we lost so many people that meant so much to us. So, occasionally I will, dedicate that song to them, with the crowd, and we'll kind of, celebrate what they meant to us and what they did for us. And it's funny because then in that way, as I'm singing it on stage, you can take every single line and have it almost be tribute to everything that they must have gone through, before they passed away, or everything that, we're saying, we're holding on to you. I breathe you in just to feel you underneath my skin as if you're always going to be with me. So it's interesting how, like we were saying before, how songs evolve and all of a sudden they take on new meanings. So that's initially what I'm thinking about right now.